When I was still going to grade school, my teacher said if I carry the heavy backpack today, I don't have to do heavy lifting in the future. Of course, when I was in ninth grade, I couldn't see it. But then, when I was retired at 39, I think I proved my French teacher correct. All of that reading and all of that dedication to the books, always carrying the heaviest backpack in school, have prepared me for an easy life. And that easy life allowed me to speak up for other people who are unable to speak because they're too busy working for the daily bread. And now we're looking at the upper echelon of society who supported the Epstein Island and the current people who are being paid to protect and defend the people of America and around the world. We see they are making an easy choice. Compared to a student going to school, they don't want to carry any books. They don't want to carry any work. They don't want to make any difficult attempts at any of the subject matter in school. In the future, they can only be cheap labor, and they have to work well into their 70s and 80s to pay the bills. Compare this to the people who support Epstein, Palm Bondi. Let's assume Palm Bondi made the easy choice and provided cover for Epstein. She did good for herself. She became wealthy, rubbed shoulder with all the richest people, and she was able to enjoy this all the way into her 60s. Give her 10 more years, and I think she will face the consequences for her on taking the easy decision. When someone gives you a lot of money to kidnap your neighbor's sons and daughter, to feed them to the Epstein Island, the easy choice is to say yes. Yeah, I'll take the $1 million. The hard choice is saying no. Hey, this is wrong. I can't do it. I once heard about scientists who will offer good money to help build the atomic bombs. They didn't teach this in school, but as an adult, I learned that many people have said, no, this is stupid. I'm not helping you build a bomb to kill humanity. As I grow older and older, I create my own rules. I decide what is right and what's wrong. And sometimes saying no to good money is hard. But then, if you make the easy choice and say yes, you will always be waiting for the consequences. So think about the lives of the people defending the Epstein Island right now. The cops who were part of, this kind of shit. They are probably waiting for their days in court. The FBI who kind of like cover for all this stuff, they might be waiting for their days in court. I know Bon Pondi is probably worried that one day she herself will be on the other side of the court. I know the President of the United States is also worried that one day he will be on the other side of the court. I know the First Lady is now also worrying about being on the other side of the court. Bill Gates, is not worrying about being on the other side of the court. Mark Zuckerberg is also worried about being on the other side of the court. Prince Andrew is worried about being on the other side of the court. Many, many people are. Imagine if it were more conservative, and when they will offer a piece of bacon made from the flesh of children, that they said, you know, this is wrong. I don't want to be a part of this. When they find out Epstein was trafficking girls and children, and if they have the wisdom to say, well, I don't want to set myself up for blackmail. Imagine if they made the hard choice of saying no. Their life today will be so much more comfortable. So, when we ourselves are making decisions, are we doing what is simply easiest right now? Or do we think about the consequences for, hey, what if people find out? Yeah, it's kind of hard to do the right thing when no one's watching. But like the Epstein Island, no one was watching, but now the whole world is watching. Then what? Well, I'm not a perfect clean slate. I made my mistakes, but all of my mistakes I could live with. So between the easy choice and hard choice, stick to the decision that you can live with. Even if everyone knows my darkest secrets, it still doesn't really bother me that much. So I'm able to sleep. I'm able to speak up against Epstein Island because I wasn't part of that. If I was part of the child trafficking, it would be hard for me to speak up. I understand. How can I incriminate myself, right? So to all the people who were protecting Epstein and the Epstein network, they should have made the hard choice by saying no from the get-go. Saying no would have saved them all of this problem today. But I understand. They enjoy like 40, 60, 70 years of good life. And the whole thing, the whole point of having a justice system, having reward and punishment system, is to prevent this sort of stuff. To prevent these people from making this wrong choice and enjoying a life of luxury and comfort. It's wrong. An example will have to be made to set the tone that this is not going to be accepted. This will not be tolerated. Because if we don't set the tone, everybody and their brother will want to be Epstein. And then it will be harder and harder to regulate, right?